By the way, my ex-girlfriend works here. Wait, what? So hi everyone. I know I have not done a story time like in a long ass time, but like I had gone on my Snapchat what was it, like a week ago, and I was telling you guys like a brief section of like the worst date I've ever been on. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go ahead and do a story time about it. So if you all want to hear like literally like my worst experience on a date, then continue on watching. This was like years ago, like a long time ago, like literally like I don't know how many years ago, but it was a long ass time ago. Okay. And so like I already like knew this guy. Well, I didn't know him, but like I knew of him, you know what I mean? Like I knew who he was basically. And then like he just like hit me up and stuff. Like I think it was on like Instagram or something, or Facebook, one of those, I can't remember. And he was like, oh, like we should like we just started talking, and then he was like, hey, we should like hang out. And I was like, all right, cool. So then I was like, well, what do you want to do? And he was like, well, let's just go out to this restaurant like to go eat and stuff. And then I was like, okay, sounds good. And I was like super shy back then, you know, like extremely shy. I was like, just pick the restaurant, like for him to pick the restaurant. And so then he did, and I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm not gonna say like what restaurant we went to, but he picked it. Okay, so we went there, and we started eating. Remember, I had like I knew of this guy, but I never like actually like hanged out with him, you know, just like through text and stuff. And then dude, he was such a presumido, like up the ass. Like how can somebody be so full of themselves? Like that's how they, like he was saying like how much money he makes, and like how good of a body he has, and how often he goes to the gym to work out, and blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna lie, like he had like a nice body, you know, but like still, you know, like you don't, like the way he was coming off, like he was like making it seem like if like nobody had a fucking body like him, you know. And he was just like kept on saying like, yeah, how much money he has, and how he was gonna how he has like this like nice ass car, but yet like he didn't roll up in a car, like he like legit got dropped off. So it's like, okay, anyways. And then he was like he was saying like how this modeling agency like reached out to him because they wanted him to model like for this clothing line. Like it's a pretty big like known clothing line, but he was like saying like all this fucking bullshit, and how he denied him because he was like so busy, or he was so interested. Like bullshit, you know. You know, if a modeling a fucking agency hit you up, like a nice one like that one, you know, your ass would have jumped right on it. Like he was saying like shit like that, like ridiculous shit. And then he was saying how no, like we had like mutual friends, you know. So he was talking about this guy, and this guy, like he wasn't like my friend, but it was like some guy that I knew in high school, you know. And he was like talking like all this stuff about him, and like saying how he showed him up, like trying to be all tough, and how like they had beef or whatever. Like okay, like I don't care, you know. And he was saying like how he has a family friend that's like super rich, and flew him out to like Hawaii, and like to like London, and like all this shit, you know. And like honestly, like I think he was talking a lot more in the date than me. Like this is what I was saying. Okay, I was just like, oh really, oh wow, that's cool. Literally, like that's probably like the only shit that came out of my mouth that night. Like it was just him, and it was all about him. Like, yeah, so this and that, and then he was saying how that person, their family friend or whatever, was gonna hook him up with a job, and he was gonna move like like to Spain or some bullshit like that, and like start working for them, and he was gonna make so much money. Remember, he was like telling me all this. Like, I didn't even fucking ask him. Like, I don't care. Like, one thing that I hate is guys that show off. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like what car you drive, how much money you have, how much money you make, like where do you work, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, like I just dislike that. So I already knew at this point, like we were probably like 15 minutes with like in the date, like our food hasn't even arrived yet, and like I already wanted to bounce. Like, so then the food got there and like we were eating, dude, and then he hits me with the, like he was like looking around and stuff, and then he was like, oh, by the way, my ex-girlfriend works here. Wait, what? I was like, wait, what do you mean she works here, you know? And he was like, oh yeah, no, but on trip, you know, like we dated for a year, but we broke up like a long ass time ago. Like we're just good friends now, and this and that. And in my head, I'm like, really? Like, how fucked up is that, you know? Like, who takes out a girl on a date to a restaurant where you know, where the guy knows that his ex-girlfriend works there? Like, who does that? You know what I mean? Like, at this point, I feel so fucking awkward, and like I wasn't gonna be in between like any drama, you know, or anything like that. So I was like, well, isn't she gonna get mad because you're here with me, you know? And he was like, and then I told him, I was like, I know that we're just friends, and like we're not gonna ever be anything or anything like that, but still, you know, like I'm still a female and she doesn't know me. And he was like oh no, I know that we're just friends, and that's why she wouldn't trip and blah blah blah, like all this bullshit. And then like I felt so uncomfortable, dude. Like honestly, like I just wanted to get up and leave. Like, really, bitch? Really? Like, and out of all the girls you had asked me, I had to be put in this fucking position where I'm just like here so you could get back at your ex, so you could make her jealous. Like, that's what was running through my head, you know? Just my luck. Just my fucking luck, dude. And then I was like, you know what, I think I'm done. Like, I'm already full eating, full from eating, you know? And he was like, oh yeah, same here, whatever, blah blah blah. So then I was like, yeah, you know, I just want to leave. And he wanted like to chill like at a park or something. I was like, no, I have to peace the fuck out, you know? Like, the bill came, dude, and it wasn't even like a fucking like a high-end restaurant, you know? Like, it was like a, it was like a normal fucking restaurant, you know? And then like, let's just say like we went to like the Cheesecake Factory, like the same price range. We didn't go to Cheesecake Factory, but it was like, it's like a similar restaurant, I guess. So it wasn't like super expensive, you know what I mean? And then he goes, oh, do you think this restaurant takes hundreds? What? At this point, dude, like I literally just wanted to get like up from my seat and like just fucking tell him like that it was pretty fucked up that he asked me to come on this date knowing that his ex worked there. Two, like he's so fucking full of himself. And like three, you know, you're not even that cute, you know? There's a lot more fucking bullshit coming out of this guy's mouth, but like right now I can't think of anything more. Plus it was like a long ass time ago. So yeah, this is like probably like a really short story time. Like, I never fucking do story times, but here it is. Here's this one. Well, thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to check out all my makeup videos on Facebook, and check out my Snapchat. I'm always on fucking Snapchat, and my Instagram. Bye.